Good morning everybody, happy Monday. Welcome back to another weekly Crumbl Cookie review. There is a new cookie in this week's lineup and I can't wait to show you. I hope that everybody had a really great weekend. Let me know in the comments down below what were your plans. Over the weekend I spent a lot of time just editing videos, so I don't know if you guys have seen, I've been posting almost every single day. So my New York video should be up this week. My New Jersey video is posted. I did a Q&A with Sophia, so if you have questions that you want to ask me for the next Q&A, let me know in the comments down below. Or go to that video and comment the questions you would like to hear for next time. Right now currently I'm vlogging, so after this video I'll be finishing up that vlog because I'm going to Europe. Specifically I'm going to Italy in the next 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a half. So the last things that I'm planning is just like the itinerary of like when to go to Venice, Florence, Amalfi Coast, and also while I'm out there I'm also traveling to Greece, so I'll be out there for maybe a day. It's gonna be intense, super intense, and I'll be vlogging the whole thing. It's gonna be on Instagram, on my Instagram stories, so make sure to stay tuned. And yeah, it's gonna be such a great time, so yeah, it should be great. All right, for now, let's go ahead and check out the cookies for this week. I'm gonna show you a quick glimpse of all of them before we get started, but look at this deliciousness. You can even smell it from here, can't you? I know I can. Oh, that's because they're right in front of me, right? My bad. But obviously, as you guys know, you already can tell just by looking at this box which one's gonna be my least favorite, but also my biggest favorite or my most favorite. So props to you if you can note that for sure. But again, also, I've been doing Crumbl Cookies for 3 years already, so that makes sense why you guys know me so well. All right, as you guys know, let's go ahead and start with the new cookie in this week's lineup, which is this one right here, and it smells so delicious and it looks so delicious. Here it is. It almost looks like a scoop of ice cream on top, right? But yeah, check out the cookie. It's a Skillet cookie. There's some caramel on top, I believe, some chocolate, and I can tell that it's gonna taste so soft just because it's already like falling apart in my hand. So here it is, check it out. So yeah, this was a new cookie in this week's lineup. Sea salt toffee skillet cookie. A gooey toffee cookie topped with fresh vanilla bean mousse and drizzles of milk chocolate and caramel. All finished with a crunch of more toffee pieces and some flaky sea salt. Perfectness. So I'm gonna spread this a little bit so I can try it. And here it is. Cheers, everybody. Wow, that was very delicious. It had a lot of flavors. I really like that a lot. So the cookie itself, it tastes just like a regular milk chocolate chip cookie. But overall, when you take a bite, you can taste the vanilla, the chocolate, the caramel, the sweetness of the chocolate chip, and you can taste huge hints of a lot of salt. It's a very salty cookie. I really love all the flavors. I really enjoyed it very much. But it was a little too salty for me. Maybe that was by accident. They probably added a little bit too much salt on top, or maybe when I was spreading it, maybe all the salt went on there or something. But still, it was very delicious. I really enjoyed it very much. But because of all the salt or the extra salt on it, and there were actually really big chunks of salt, I'm gonna give this one a 9.5 out of 10. It was so delicious. I will definitely finish this throughout the week for sure. And I'm not sharing this one. Just kidding, I'm not that greedy. Well, I'm not gonna share this one. Just kidding, I don't know yet. But yeah, so delicious. Definitely try it out this week. And maybe make sure to spread the topping a little bit more smoothly and evenly. And maybe that saltness, is that a word? Or maybe even the salt will kind of even itself out instead of me probably pouring all the salt that was on top of here onto my bite. So crazy of me. Well, anyway, 9.5 out of 10. All right, the next one is an Oreo cheesecake. Well, cookies and cream cheesecake. Here it is. Check it out. There's a little bit of cream from the other cookie that I have not reviewed yet. But here it is. It's nice and chilled. I can tell because it's so cold. But yeah, here it is. There's a good amount of Oreos, some whipped cream, and the whole cheesecake itself. So let's go ahead and read the description. So, cookies and cream cheesecake. A creamy cheesecake mixed with cookies and cream pieces, baked on a buttery cookies and cream crust, then topped with the whipped cream swirl and more cookies and cream pieces. All right, so let's go ahead and take a bite. Oh shoot, be careful because I accidentally punctured a hole at the bottom with my fork. Maybe I should have opened it and taken a bite. Sorry. All right, I finally got a little bit. I was trying to get the crust at the bottom and I did get a little bit of it, so that's good. Here goes. Cheers, everybody. Wow, I love that a lot. Needs a second bite. It is so creamy, so soft, a lot of flavor of vanilla. Even though it is an Oreo cookie, the crust was very thin, so you don't get that chocolatey flavor to it. You also get the crunchiness from the Oreo pieces on top. But overall, it tastes just like a vanilla cheesecake with a little small hint of Oreo pieces, and the crunchiness gives it that different texture and stuff like that. So it is creamy, and the crunchiness comes from the Oreo pieces. Very delicious. I love cheesecake, as you guys know. I'm a huge fan. So I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. Also because the chocolate wasn't too strong of a flavor. It was perfect. The perfect amount for me, especially somebody for me. And I really hope you guys get it and enjoy it as well, because I know I did. Love it very much. 10 out of 10, like I said. All right, here's the next one. This one here is Churro Cookie. Look at that amazing swirl. I love when Crumbl does stuff like this. And there's a lot of cinnamon on top. It smells like a very cinnamony type of cookie. Cinnamony. I'm just making up words, right? So this one here is Churro Cookie. A warm cinnamon cookie topped with a swirl of smooth cinnamon buttercream and a dusting of cinnamon sugar. Wow, that's a lot of dusting on top. I think I have a very small, good amount, so that's perfect. Let's go ahead and take a bite of this churro. Definitely tastes exactly like a churro. I love that very much. It's very soft in the inside, a very small layer of like crunchiness from the outside, and the flavor of cinnamon is all over this cookie, from within the cookie and to the buttercream on top. You would assume that this is more on the sugary side, but truthfully, it's not as sweet or sugary as I thought it was, even with all the sugar crystals on top. Not too sweet, very smooth, very delicious, nice and warm. I love this very much, and it tastes just like a churro, like I said, and that's my favorite part ever because I love churros. This lineup so far has been so delicious, so I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. It is so hard to rate the ones that I really love, and I feel like these three have been really delicious. And also to add on to this cookie, it also tastes a little bit like snickerdoodle, so you get a little bit of everything. I love that very much, and I love snickerdoodle cookies, so definitely try it out. This next one, I think I probably had once or maybe never. So this is probably my first time trying it because I don't recall this cookie as often. I don't recall this cookie as much as the other ones in the usual rotation, right? But this one here is Blue Raspberry Cookie featuring ICEE. So it's perfect that they have this type of cookie because it is summer, and I think July 11th is when they do free ICEEs at 7-Eleven, which I always want to go, but I think I've only been there once a long time ago. But anyway, yeah, you take your own cup and they refill it for free and all this other stuff from what I've heard and seen, but I've not experienced it myself. So this one here is Blue Raspberry Cookie featuring ICEE, a soft vanilla cookie covered with tart blue raspberry ICEE frosting, then sprinkled with sparkly crystal sugar and topped with an edible candy straw. Yeah, that's it. I was gonna read the other thing, but that's just a trademark. Is it like a licorice or something? I'm gonna take a bite of this one first. You can't tell what it is. All right, here goes. The cookie is a very soft vanilla sugar cookie. Pretty delicious, and the frosting on top is definitely that summer vibe. It's very chilled. It gives you that refreshing, cool sensation of an ICEE. There is huge amounts of flavor of blue raspberry for sure. The candy itself on top is like a licorice, but not really. I don't even know how to describe that candy, and I don't think I've ever had that candy before besides now. But yeah, overall the cookie is very delicious. Blue raspberry flavor, sugar cookie, very delicious, and I can definitely compare it to an ICEE because it is refreshing. It's very cold and chilled. I love the vibe. Perfect for the summer, but because it was a little sweet, just like an ICEE, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. All right, the next one is for all the chocolate lovers out there. This one here, so much chocolate, look at that. The cookie, the frosting, there's more cookie pieces on top. Wow, this is amazing. This reminds me also, when I see a chocolate cake, it also reminds me of that movie Matilda with Bruce in it. When he's trying to finish that chocolate cake and they're just chanting, Bruce, Bruce, Bruce. Yeah, that's gonna be me because I don't like chocolate, and then you're gonna have to force me to eat all of this, or you're gonna have to chant, Michael, Michael, Michael. But I'm not gonna eat all of it. All right, so this one here is chocolate cake batter cookie. A rich chocolate cake batter cookie swirled with fudge frosting and topped with chocolate cake batter cake balls and vibrant sprinkles. Wow, a lot of chocolate in that name, in that description, even in the name. All right, here goes. Let's take a bite. Wow, that was just all chocolate. Very different textures of chocolate, right? The chocolate cookie itself is a little hard on the outside. The smoothness of the whipped cream on top, or the frosting in this case, and then the little cake batter pieces on top were very soft, so that was pretty good. But overall, a lot of chocolate. And the cookie itself reminded me a little bit like a brownie, but overall, a lot of chocolate. Way too much chocolate. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. All right, we're down to the last cookie. So this one here is Blueberry Muffin Cookie. Here it is. Check it out before we take a bite. A lot of streusel on top, some blueberry, and it really smells like a blueberry muffin and almost kind of looks like it, right? Shoot, it's like crumbling apart. Okay, so this one here is Blueberry Muffin Cookie, a warm blueberry cookie smothered in a buttery glaze and topped with a delightful crunch of blueberry muffin streusel. Perfect, here goes. Wow, that's amazing. That really does taste exactly like a muffin. The thickness of the cookie reminds me of the muffin. It is so soft, very warm. You can taste the sweetness from the buttery glaze. You can also taste the blueberry in this cookie. And it really does taste like a muffin, like if you're slicing the top of the muffin and just eating that part. And that's basically this. Very soft, very delicious, a lot of flavor of blueberry. It tastes just like a muffin, and I love that very much. And again, it's not that sweet, even though the buttery glaze is spread throughout the whole cookie. Very delicious. I enjoyed this one too. 8 out of 10. Wow, what an amazing review. I really enjoyed this week's. That cheesecake, that skillet, the churro, all very delicious. Perfect for the summer. Definitely get yourself some this week and let me know in the comments down below which one you end up trying. Give it a rating, all that good stuff, because I want to hear your guys' opinions as well. And overall, very delicious. I can't wait to enjoy the rest of the cookies. And yeah, I can't wait to share some of these cookies with friends and family. They're gonna love it this week, as they do every single week, just like me. All right, everybody, well, I really hope you guys enjoyed the review. Let me know in the comments down below which cookie you plan to get this week. Also, let me know in the comments down below what were your plans over the weekend. And does anybody have any travel plans in the next coming weeks, or maybe in August, because I know a lot of people are probably in summer school or summer break, and I know a lot of people travel during the summer, so I want to hear where you guys are going and for how long, because like I said, I'm going to Italy in 2 weeks, so yeah, it's gonna be really fun, and I can't wait to bring you guys along for the journey, because it's gonna be it's gonna be a whole new experience, right? Going internationally somewhere else, so that's gonna be fun. All right, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon.